the headline read, I wish I would have never called WWE racist.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember when this whole thing started and I was reading, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not taking sides or anything. When it first happened, I was like, I need to know more information.
Yeah. That's
But
where I was.
But I will say, and I'll tell anybody this to their face, I think it got blown way out of proportion.
Oh, by the internet.
Yes. Way out of proportion.
Well,
and I think
yeah.
I'll
explain a few things.
Yeah.
But finish.
And this is me because I don't get into hot goss a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is me taking it for what I see it is on the surface.
Yeah.
And when he was going about it and saying what he was saying, I was like, I get it,
mm-hmm.
but you need to tone your shit down,
yeah.
or this is going to blow up in your face.
Okay.
And then on the other side, I'm looking at WWE, and I'm kind of like, you shouldn't have done that.
Mm-hmm.
I understand why he's upset,
mm-hmm.
and that y'all need to go another way about this. You need to just kill the noise and move on.
Yep.
But of course, it didn't happen that way. So,
Nope.
like we said, it's a little dated, but the headline today is that he said he wishes he would have never called them racist.
Yes. And to give the fans at home that are watching or the people or they're listening on our podcast, what happened was there was a shirt released. I'm not going to give you dates because I can't remember the time periods. There was a shirt released for Jordan Miles, who was ACH in WWE,
Yep.
and it basically represented blackface. And you don't have to explain what's wrong with that. Like there's no explanation needed.
Yeah.
For why that is a bad idea and why
Right.
that is an unconscious decision
And for
to release.
His defense was that he okayed the design. He said he was okay with it, but he did not okay it for a black shirt.
Yes.
And
if that design, because one thing that I'm going to call him ACH because I just don't.
That's how you know
Yeah, yeah. The one thing that he's known for is his smile. Like he has a very distinctive smile, and his whole gimmick is happy, like Super Saiyan gimmick. That's his whole super. So I'm gonna give backstory with Albert. First time I ever met him was at a CZW show in Voorhees, New Jersey.
Whoa, there's a city called Voorhees?
Yeah.
Scary. Continue.
That was at the skate park, and everybody remembers the CZW. I can't remember what show it was, but he was the most annoying person I have ever met in my entire life. And I think Caleb had given me listen, as soon as I saw him, because I think he was supposed to be on another show and it got canceled, so he showed up at CZW, if I'm not mistaken. And I never heard of this is before he went to Ring of Honor. This is before he blew up.
Right.
I mean, he had a little bit of a independent name, but when he went to Ring of Honor, we booked him at PWX a few times. And through that, I got to know him better. And he can still be super annoying, just because he talks all the time. He's very loud. He's very distinct in his belief system. And
remember when I told you I didn't really get a good rub on him when I first met him in Maryland.
Yeah, and but he's an awesome dude.
Right.
And whenever all this happened, the first thing that I thought of was when I went to NXT. After seeing a few people, like seeing Chad, which is Gunner, which is Stryker, I don't know his name. Riker.
Yeah. Stryker is in the MCU.
After seeing him and seeing Martin Stone, talking to them,
yeah,
I see ACH. And he sees me and points at me and goes, "Come here." And I walk over, and me and him talk. And he's the one that took me over to the sound stage, and I saw Strickland and everybody else I knew.
Yeah.
And I knew him good. And hey man, hug.
Yeah.
How you been doing? Good, good. Go on.
Yeah.
But I always thought he saw me and saw how I don't want to say, and I don't want to get into the atmosphere of NXT when I went there, but he made me feel comfortable.
Right. Yeah.
And I said, dude, you're because that's when he fought Adam Cole for the title when he had the contract.
Yeah.
And like I said, dude, you're doing it up here, man. He's like, man, I'm just trying to stay afloat. I have no idea what's going on. I just show up, work hard, and I'm trying. And then he started getting that push.
Yeah, yeah.
And I remember after it, I told him how good the match was after the tapings, and it's always set with me. So when all this went down,
So just to clear it up, you had a conversation with him while it was going on.
I didn't talk to him after it happened.
Okay,
no,
gotcha.
I mean I don't know him. Like, yeah, this is all before all.
Okay,
this was the tapings where he fought, like right at the start of his rise.
Yeah,
when he had won won a match with Adam Cole, and then this was a taping where he faced Adam Cole but got beat.
Right,
and had an insanely good match. But when all this started happening, that's the first thing I thought of was like, man, I hate that this is happening to him. But what I tell everybody about this situation is whether you're wrong or right in a public situation, if you publicly address something, you have to be ready to face consequences. Yeah. Whether you are completely in the right or completely in the wrong.
Yep.
That's why I've always told people in PWX or any company I've ever worked for, if you have a problem, come to me or go to Brian or come to anybody in management and make sure it goes up the chain and try to solve it privately before you make something public.
Right, yeah.
Because once you make something public in this day and time, you can't take it back. Like then the world, like Twitter, Facebook, social media takes over.
Yeah, yeah.
And even it could be like you said a bad word to me that I didn't like, and I didn't like it.
Yeah.
So I said I said that you were a punk, and then now I hate you. Knows. I hate you, and I wish you die. Yeah. That's the way social media.
We're getting to the point now where people are getting fired for their parents saying something 25, 30 years ago now.
Yeah.
And it sucks that bites people in the ass when they're the one that didn't say it. But now with social media, it's like their family said it, so the whole family is now doomed. Well,
yeah.
That's not.
And it's like
social media has put a bind on things
if I would tell ACH, like if I had direct communication with them, like, listen, I understand that you're mad. You have every right to be mad.
He did. He had every right to be mad.
Every being in your body has the right to be mad about this situation. I mean, it's not my, just like I tell everybody, if I'm not in a situation, I don't make assumptions of what was thought of, what was approved, what was not approved. Yeah. I don't think we'll ever get the real full story based on it.
Right.
But I think he needed somebody with this level head around him at that time to calm his ass down.
Yeah.
And say, listen, go through the proper channels. If you go through the proper channels and they shoot you or blow you off and there's no resolution,
right,
then you have every right to go public about it.
Right.
But save evidence, which he
Paper
did.
Trail.
He did, but then he put out on social media.
Yeah.
The the rants. I'm not one that I rant on this show.
Yeah.
Because that's what we get paid to do.
Right.
That's what we're here for, is to rant about stuff.
Yeah.
But I will never discredit or accuse racism or something like that against somebody if I don't know the entire story.
Right.